Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and we do have a new survey from Netmarble for the July Ni no Kuni events. We're going to go ahead and fill it out. I'm going to give my opinion on kind of July as a whole right now, where I think we're at, whether it was good, whether it was bad, what could have been better. So let's go ahead and dig in. So first off, just going through this, we are in North America. We are level 71 to 90, although we are really close to being level 91. How satisfied are you with the updates? I'm going to hit so-so for this month. Now, there are a couple of things that you can see here on the list that we're going to talk about. And I think there are some things that were done really good. So I think like the July weekly login events with the familiars attached to it, like the additional login event for the enhancement materials, like that type of stuff was really great and really engaging. But then you get something like the current Genie token exchange like login event, where it's just weird. It is oddly executed. So I think the events in terms, like, they had really good highs and they had really good lows. Very similar, I think. I look at kind of the other content that came out. I think Kingdom Dungeon was probably my favorite content. I don't think purchasable costumes and mounts should ever be considered as good content, right? Or good updates. Very similarly, I don't think new familiars like Kona should be considered good update material. Toko, I would definitely consider good. So they definitely get some points for Toko, but the fact that a lot of the things that they're having on here, mount decorations as well, you do have to pay in order to have access, is definitely one of the reasons I'm selecting so-so instead of very satisfied. And I have paid to have access to a lot of them, but I really don't think you should be having to pay to have access to like mount decorations right now. And I know technically you don't have to, but it's definitely just a little bit predatory. Scrolling down the list here, what did I like most? I am going to go with the new events. And I really liked the, as I said, the July login event where we did get familiars, which was pretty good. I think while they did kind of biff some of the events, I think overall most of the events were really good, really well executed, great login events right now. So overall, pretty good on that. The Genie episode itself, not really a huge fan on it. If I had to choose what I disliked the most, I would probably say I disliked the costumes and the mounts. I think just the idea that you have to pay to get them is really, like, it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It really kind of upsets me that's like one of the things that they prioritize for what people like. How satisfied am I with the Ancient Genie episode in general? I'm gonna say so-so. I think, you know, there's definitely some changes that they made from the Korean version, such as making Toko available in the hard mode. So that is a good positive change. But I would say overall, there's a little bit of confusion in terms of like challenge mode. So for example, if it does become possible for the challenge mode to have your alts also get the rewards, it quickly becomes really easy for like 10 of the server's best whales to just get all of their alts, the top score, and kind of take all of those rewards. So that I'm a little bit unsure on. I'm unsure if that's actually something that's going to happen. I'm a little bit unhappy, I think, with how the event was implemented as a whole. I wish that there would have been a daily ticket as well as purchasable tickets. I think a lot of players were put off by the fact that the tickets were only purchasable in the shop, purchasable for currency for those that may not be familiar with this. It like made the event really important for one day, right? Which is reset day, where you get all the tickets and you run through it, and then not really that important the rest of the week. But I think there's also something to be said for the frickin' Kick the Llama event that's only once per day at 7:30 p.m. And if you're not there, you're screwed. A lot of people didn't understand how to do that event or how to even access it. And having it once per day just drives me crazy. All it takes is for me to get a call or miss something or go downstairs, and I completely miss it. What do I like about the episode the most? So we have new dungeons, episode story, episode themed costumes, and event contexts. I think we're gonna go new dungeons. I think the new fire dungeon was really good. I think it was really well executed. I don't really want to support any of these other ones, especially like they keep putting the costumes and the mounts on here. Like, ain't nobody gonna be choosing that. Like, ain't nobody want to pay $60 for a costume and a mount. How satisfied are you with the new bound territe system? I would say I'm unsatisfied right now. I think I haven't done a video on this, but from the way that they talked about it and the way they were going to implement it, it sounded like they were going to completely change how territe was obtained. They made it sound like there was going to be events in the game that you could do to get territe. And technically, there is a territe potion event right now, but you can't purchase the territe potions with diamonds. You can't like just go crazy on it. There's no special chaos field event that they said there was going to be in order to get territe. So it's like they implemented the change of bound and unbound territe, and it literally does nothing except address the bots. And even in a lot of cases I've heard that has stopped the bots on some servers. On other servers it hasn't stopped them. But it seemed like the way when they worded it was for the consumer, and it ended up not benefiting the consumer at all. Like there was no concrete change to territe being acquired easier with this update, and I think that's a pretty big deal. Overall though, I think it's probably better than last month. I would say it's better than last month. Unfortunately, we can't see. It'll be interesting to see the distribution here when we do end up having the survey being completed. The results from the original survey were definitely super interesting. I think I just got PK'd in the background. Shout out to our war with light right now. They're getting very salty. They're getting very salty at me right now. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day.